Hello everyone, I am Sai Chaitanya. Welcome back to my channel Sai Tech Current. Today's where I'll try to do the Genshin Impact gameplay test in this Poco F3 and the Redmi K40 device. As you can see friends, so this is a Redmi K40 and the Poco F3 smartphone which I am using right now. So let's see friends how well the Snapdragon 870 chipset will be handling the Genshin Impact high-end game in this smartphone. So this is the first time I am testing the Snapdragon 870 chipset. So definitely in the future I'll be doing so many comparison videos with the other Snapdragon versions like Snapdragon 888 and Snapdragon 865 phones as well. So make sure to subscribe and stay tuned if you're interested to know all those videos, and make sure to follow the playlist of this Poco F3 just in case if you want to know more details about the Poco F3 smartphone. So let's get started friends with the Genshin Impact game test. So before starting, so let me try to show you what is the size. The size of the game is exactly 8.78 GB. So this is the first time I am playing this game in this phone, and if you like this live wallpaper, so make sure to check the links in description for the live wallpaper videos. So right now you can see friends the game is opening, and we can track the real-time FPS meter by using this game turbo toolbar. So which is available in this phone, not only in this phone, even in the other Redmi, Poco and MI phones. You do get this kind of small game turbo toolbar on the top. So right now let me try to start the game and show you the real-time FPS, how much I was able to get. So one thing is that the phone becomes kind of heat very much. So whenever you play this kind of high-end game, so let me try to show you the temperature readings, how much I'm getting at the moment. So temperature is about 38 degrees, 39 as you can see. So again I'll be checking the temperature at the end of the video, so you will know exactly how much the temperature is increasing in this phone. There's so much of heating is the phone is happening, the lot of heat the phone is kind of generating. So when I'm playing the games or when I'm charging. So right now the game is about to start, and let me try to show you the real-time FPS. So still the game is not started, and the phone has got the very good amazing dual speakers, so which is very good option for this kind of phones. The game has started here, and let me try to show you how is the gameplay and everything. And the small punch hole makes the experience really good while playing in this phone. You would not even feel when you're watching any kind of movies this kind of having small punch hole. So if you're having any other queries regarding this smartphone, so make sure to comment below friends, and definitely I'll do my best to cover that kind of topic in my channel. So right now you can see friends the game is about to begin, and let's see how well the graphics the phone can actually handle, the Snapdragon 870 chipset can handle. And phone has got the Super AMOLED display with 120Hz refresh rate. That's also another advantage here. The game has started here. You can feel little bit of lag as you can see here, little bit of lag, but now it's kind of okay, it got adjusted. But as you can see couple of here and there you can see some kind of lag is going on. But let me try to show you what settings I'm using. So go to the graphics, and the quality is set to the medium only. So let me try to set to the highest. I'm trying to set to the highest, and FPS is also set to the 60 FPS. As you can clearly see friends, I'm trying to use the maximum. So I'm trying to use the maximum settings, and let's see whether the phone will be able to handle or not. I can feel some kind of lag is going on in the phone at the moment. I'm not sure why it's getting lag. So let me try to remove the charging. Even the charging is also removed. So right now the battery percentage is of 30%, so that should not be any problem. Sometimes if the battery percentage is less than 10%, so then it feels like this, but right now the battery percentage is also really great, 30%. I'm not playing any kind of game, I'm still just roaming around. So right now the real-time FPS you can see on the top, I was able to get I think 38 FPS and 39 FPS. That's not good, I would say. Definitely in other smartphones I was able to get up to I think 45 FPS as well in few of the Snapdragon 865 and other smartphones. You can see some kind of lag. So maybe the game must be optimized I think for the Snapdragon new chipset, I think so. As you can see, the real-time FPS I'm getting about right now 43 FPS, 37 FPS, 34 FPS. It's not great in terms of the playing. I would say definitely I can feel the difference. As you can see, friends, some kind of lag and stutter you can see. It's not that smooth experience. I do not even feel like I'm using the Snapdragon 870 chipset anymore because of this kind of lag is going on. So again, I'll try to update you friends after using the phone for about a couple of days, and then I'll try to let you know whether I got any update or not in this phone. If you have any other queries, make sure to comment below. So definitely I'll do my best to review on it. So still the phone doesn't feel like that. It's kind of getting lag, and the temperature increased a little bit, not much, 40 degrees, 41 degrees, as you can see. Still there is a lag is going on, as you can see right now. So thank you friends for watching this video. This is a quick review on the Genshin Impact playing in this Poco F3 device, which has Snapdragon 870 chipset. So for more videos, make sure to follow me regularly, and thank you for watching this video, and see you in the next video friends. Until then, bye.